Jiangshi. The Jiangshi is a reanimated corpse, similar to a vampire or zombie. They are often depicted wearing the official garments of the Qing dynasty and have rigor mortis, forcing them to move by hopping with their arms stretched out. They kill living creatures to absorb their qi, life force. One popular theory for the origin of this legend is the folk practice of transporting corpses for burial in their hometown. Two men would carry the corpse upright, tied to long bamboo poles, one at the front and one at the back. The flexing of the bamboo poles would make the bodies appear to hop from a distance at night. The Jiangshi's skin is pale green or bluish-white, a corpse-like hue symbolizing decay. Their fingernails are long, dark, and claw-like. A yellow paper talisman with red Taoist script is often stuck to their forehead to immobilize or control them. When they move, their limbs are stiff, forcing them to hop forward with both arms extended like lifeless branches. Some versions say that sunlight petrifies or destroys them, and that Taoist priests use charms, bells, mirrors, or rooster crows to repel them. Thematically, Jiangshi represent fear of death, improper burial, and disrespect toward the deceased. Shui Gui. Shui Gui are the vengeful spirits of people who drowned. They dwell in the waters where they died, lurking beneath the surface. Their primary goal is to lure an unsuspecting living person into the water and drown them, a process known as catching a replacement. Once a replacement is claimed, the Shui Gui spirit is freed, and the newly drowned victim becomes the next Shui Gui, continuing the cycle. Shui Gui are usually described as pale, waterlogged corpses with bloated faces and hair drifting like black weeds in the current. Their eyes are sometimes white and vacant, reflecting moonlight on the water's surface. They wear tattered, soaked clothes clinging to their skin, and their lips are often blue or purple from drowning. Some stories say they have webbed fingers, others that they drag a trail of mud and algae wherever they go. When they rise from the water, their presence chills the air, and the sound of dripping echoes unnaturally loud. Nie Gui. Nie Gui is a general term for a female ghost, often portrayed as an attractive woman with long black hair, sometimes wearing white or red, red symbolizing extreme vengeance. She is the restless, vengeful spirit of a woman who suffered a wrongful death, such as murder, suicide due to abuse, or being tragically wronged in life. She seeks revenge, often luring men to their deaths. The Nie Gui's beauty and horror coexist. Her eyes are sunken or blood red from endless crying, and her lips are sometimes stained with blood. When she appears as a vengeful ghost, her face twists into anguish and rage, her mouth opening impossibly wide as she screams. Egui. Egui are the spirits of the deceased who were excessively greedy, selfish, or prideful in life. As punishment, they are condemned to a state of perpetual, agonizing hunger and thirst. They are often depicted with a massive, bulging stomach, but an impossibly thin neck or a pinhole-sized mouth, making it impossible to satisfy their cravings. Their eyes burn with hunger and desperation. Some are shown covered in sores or with tongues hanging out, trying in vain to reach food that turns to ash at their touch. They are often naked or clothed in rags, wandering with smoke or ghostly fire swirling around them, representing the heat of their insatiable torment. Jiao Gui. This spirit lives inside banana trees. At night, she emerges, a weeping woman holding a ghostly baby. Greedy people sometimes try to trap her by tying a red string or inserting needles into the tree, forcing her to grant lottery numbers or favors. But if the person breaks their promise or disturbs her too much, she kills them in their sleep. A pale woman with long hair dripping with water, sometimes carrying a child wrapped in banana leaves. Her eyes glow green beneath the broad banana leaves at night. She looks sorrowful, not evil, until she's betrayed. Her revenge is said to be slow and suffocating. Her victims die with banana leaves wrapped around their faces. Gui Po. Gui Po is said to be the ghost of an elderly woman who once cared for children. After death, her obsession with nurturing turns monstrous. She finds lonely households and tends to their children at night. At first, she's kind. She cleans, hums lullabies, and feeds them. But soon, she begins feeding on their life force instead. A hunched old woman with gray skin and empty eye sockets. Smells of herbs and decay. Moves silently, leaving wet handprints on walls and cradles. She represents corrupted love, a spirit that mothers to death. Parents say Gui Po visits disobedient children to make kids sleep early. Chimei. The Chimei are demons that dwell in foggy mountain passes and ancient forests. They can create illusions so real that travelers walk off cliffs or freeze to death chasing phantom fires. They're said to be the lingering essence of old gods or creatures slain by humans long ago. Hair like reeds, faces like beasts, eyes glow like embers. Sometimes appear as your loved ones calling you deeper into the mist. The Chimei destroy perception. No screams, no blood, just disappearance. Entire caravans were said to vanish, eaten by the mist, leaving only footprints leading nowhere. Nie Gui. Nie Gui are humans who committed severe crimes, murder, betrayal, blasphemy, but escaped punishment in life. After death, they become hideously twisted spirits doomed to relive their sins endlessly. They appear in dreams, cemeteries, or mirrors, seeking to drag others down to share their torment. Body burned or mutilated according to their sin. Eyes eternally bleeding, mouths sewn shut. Some crawl with broken limbs, whispering for help. They represent living karma. Even temples fear them. Priests warn not to pity a Nie Gui because mercy is what they crave to drag you down with them. Thank you for watching this video. I would be glad if you subscribe to the channel to see more similar videos.